What's up, guys? Welcome to Beyblade Burst Surge, episode 8, Jet Black's son, Vex Lucius. So anyway, so this episode picks up where, the end of the last episode where Lain was like, Shu Kurenai. And when Charles like, hey Shu, who's this guy? And he's like, this is the guy that I'm under my management right now. And he's like, this is the guy that beat Free? He's like, now it's your turn, Louis Shirozaki. He's like, and even Hugo's like, huh? That's Shu. That's Shu. He doesn't say. He says that. He doesn't say, oh, that's the Shu that Walt was telling me about or anything. Like that's Shu. He says, that's Shu. That's all he said. So anyway, yeah. So Louis leaves before they can do a battle, because that seems like what Louis does. And Hyuga is really fascinated with Lain's, Lain's porcupine, but Lain's porcupine doesn't like Hyuga because he has like a spike like him. He has like a pineapple shaped thing like him, so he's like growling at him, and Hyuga's like following him around. Karu gets scared by the porcupine, and he's like, hey Karu, did you just get scared by that thing? That thing's cute. And yeah. So anyway, yeah. So Lain and Hyuga have a battle off screen. Lain and Hyuga have a battle off screen because when Lain gets to battle Hikaru, gets to battle Louis, Hyuga's like, hey, he has a barrier, and they're like, hey, his Vex Lucius, or Verilus for Japan, what's a better name? Verilus for Vex Lucius. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, they get into their they get into their first battle where it's doing good. The barrier activates. When Louis does raiding a bar, but it doesn't hit because Lain does waxing wall, or variant wall in Japan, and basically, and yeah, but by the end, they both get knocked out of the stadium, and no one gets a point. So by the time they do the second round, the power of Lain's launcher is so strong that it breaks his launcher. But earlier, she was telling Lain Rintaro a little story about how he met Lain at a tournament when Lain had his first Uranus, and he thought, hey, Lain would be a perfect choice to join his Raging Bull, because he knew that if he didn't let Lain control his flare, Lain's flare would overwhelm him. So yeah. So yeah. So he taught Lain everything he knows about launching, and that's how Lain got his black launcher. So Shu lets Lain use his red launcher, and he lets it rip. We see Vex Lucius' avatar, and we see Longus' avatar, and Louis, and with one attack, Longus bursts. And Lain's like, here, Shu. And by the time Shu gets the launcher, sparking launcher, the lightning launcher breaks. And yeah, so then he's like, I'm going to control my flare. So until then, I can no longer. You will not see me. I will not be trained by you until then. So, yeah. And Louis leaves too, and yeah. So, so yeah, that basically wraps up this episode. Yeah. So, episode 8 was a pretty good episode of Beyblade Burst Surge. I'm excited. I'm excited to get to these episodes. They are really good episodes. So, I'll see you guys next time for another episode of Beyblade Burst Surge. I'll see you next time, and let it rip.